Our vehicle now can drive all the way down the road. We have all these obstacles that they can collide with. It is a whole bunch of physics applied to it, but our vehicle still moves a little bit fast. So we want to be able to change it, and we also want to be able to see it in Unity. To do that, we are going to create something called variable. So in our player controller script, we will open our script. Under the class player controller, we will create a new line by pressing the enter key. And then on that new line, we are going to create our very first variable. We are actually going to use the variable to be able to change the number 20 on line number 19. Usually in code it is pretty bad, especially when you have what is called a hard-coded number, because that means that if you ever need to change it, we reuse speed for some reason ever again, we have to keep changing the number 20. Versus, we could just change the number in our variable. So what we are gonna do is, we are going to use the data type float. On line number 7, we will write float. Float is a keyword that helps the computer know that we are creating a number with decimal in it, and then we are actually going to say what the name of this variable is. We can call it speed, and we are going to use the equal sign here. Now it is very important. The equal sign to our code is very different than an equal sign when you are doing math in the real world. So this is actually will assign our speed variable a value. Our speed will be set to whatever number we put next, and it will store that number whenever we need. Because we are using decimals, we will type 5.0, and f because we are using the data type float. So the small f represent float, and then we add a semicolon at the end. We are done with our statement. Now we have our variable speed. It is always carrying the number 5. So we have our 20 in our update method. We have 20 in our update method. We will remove the 20 number and will put speed. Now our code knows that we are multiplying the value 5 even though we are using the word speed, so that is very helpful. Now we will save the code by Ctrl S or Command S and we'll go back to the Unity. Now look at the inspector. Make sure that you have clicked the player controller and check the code in inspector. We have now speed. So now if we test our game, our vehicle should be moving a little slower. Not bad, not bad really. It is moving about 5 meters a second, and now it is just pushing those boxes along. Now we want to actually be able to see this speed variable in Unity because now it is private. If we click on vehicle and go to the player controller, there is nothing. There is no variable speed. So right now our speed variable is a variable that belongs to entire class, to this entire class, player controller. We call a member variable, and right now it can only be seen inside of methods inside of class, and it cannot be used outside of this class. Now we can actually use the word private. Here we will use the word private to denote the level of access that somebody has with our speed variable. The private keyword is called an access modifier. In fact, The public keyword is also an access modifier, so private can only be accessed within this class start and update. Only in these two methods. We don't actually need to type the word private versus the word public. The word public means that you can access, you can see, you can use this in other places as well. In fact, we want to be able to see and interact with our speed variable. So we will make this our variable public. We will declare it public. Now we will save our code, Control S, and we'll go back to the Unity and we'll check that it is now public or not. Now make sure that you have clicked the vehicle object because we assign and we attach our script to the game object vehicle. Click on vehicle and go down in inspector. Look at this. What is this? Now it is publicly shown in Unity, and you can also change the value like 10 or some 100 depend on you. You can drag and drop it, you can change the value. Look at this. Really, it is amazing. If you have any question, ask in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in next video.